Hello everyone, I'm Gliston and this is Ameya. And today we are presenting a dashboard we built to understand what really drives happiness worldwide. In this walkthrough, we will show you how we can explore happiness metrics interactively and share some key insights about the data. By bringing together seven key indicators, namely economic strength, health, social support, freedom, generosity, trust, and overall happiness, into a fully linked interactive dashboard, a project can help users explore patterns across regions over time, compare factors side by side, and filter and brush to isolate groups of interests. So, this is our dashboard. We have used Python as the backend and React for the front end. All of the computation, clustering, and heavy processing is handled by our backend scripts. First up is the year slider. The user can select a year for which he wants the insights on by simply dragging across the slider and selecting the year of interest. Next is the continental tree map. At the root level, each tile shows the average happiness score for that region. Darker blue tiles contains countries with highest happiness score, while the lighter shades of blue indicates lower happiness score. When I click on the continent tile, I can see individual countries. I can hover over each to see the happiness score. I can also hold down shift and I can brush to select multiple regions. I can finally click on escape to reset my selection. Next is the chlorophyll map, coloring each country by the happiness score. The user can pan and zoom to select the smaller countries. Over here as well, when I hover over a particular country, I can see the happiness score and the rank. In this as well, if I just click, if I just hold down shift and drag and drop and create a rectangle, I can see the countries that I've selected has been highlighted and all of the other charts are updated only for those countries.
Next up is the PCA biplot. From this plot, you can clearly see that there are three axes which can separate these clusters. You can brush and link and see these points in each of the visualizations. And yeah, they have similar attributes. There is also this histogram which can have a stack of developing and developed countries. We can select one of these bars and see the distribution of the countries that are related to this score of happiness. On the bottom right is the scatter plot of any two metrics that the user can choose. You can do brushing and linking and see these points on all the other visualizations as done similarly for other graphs. And after that we have the parallel coordinates plot where you can see that each line represents a country and its attributes and how they are spread out according to the clusters.
Okay, so now let's talk about some insights we get by just viewing these charts. If I select India from the chlorophyll map, and if I just move across the sliders by simply observing the color, I get to know that the happiness has been decreased from 2015 to 2019. The happiness has been decreased from 4.57 to eventually 4.01. I can I can simply say this by just observing the color. It had a pale blue color in 2015, and finally it was like pale white in 2019. If I reset this, I can select the most developed countries from the PCA plot, and now I can see like the GDP plays a major role in the happiness score, followed by the social support and the life expectancy. For now, like the generosity and the trust does not give me that much of information, but yes, I can conclude like the freedom also plays some sort of important factor in the happiness score. I can confirm this by resetting the map, and if I select happiness score in my scatter plot and the economy, I can see like a upward trend which indicates high correlation between the happiness score and economy. Now if I see for family support, I can also see like a upward trend which indicates high correlation. Let's see, for life expectancy, it's somewhat scattered, but still I can safely say that it's upward trend, which means a high correlation. And now let's finally talk about freedom. It is scattered, so I can't conclude that freedom actually plays a factor in the happiness score. It might play, but I'm not seeing this in the data. Let's talk about generosity again. No, it's like way scattered. And finally, trust again. Like I can't say it is highly correlated. So now let's talk about the least developed countries. I mean the least happy countries. If I just select this, we can see all of the countries that are least happy have not been developed or it's in the developing state. Uh, and if I just select like just few, I can see the GDP is very low for these countries, which gives which plays a major role in the happiness score. Also followed by the social support, the life expectancy, and I can see like somewhat the freedom plays a role in the happiness score as well. But again, I can't say anything about the generosity and trust. So now if I select um, let's say Latin American countries which generally fall in the mid ranges, I can see that the social support, the life expectancy, the freedom is kind of high, but the GDP is low. But the happiness is still, I would consider high. So, in conclusion, I can say like the social support, the life expectancy, and the freedom also play a vital role in the happiness score when the GDP is low. So, I can say like the social support, the life expectancy, and the freedom kind of like compensates for the low GDP. So, if I select a country, let's say USA, and I drag the year slider across the years, I can actually see what factors changed. So if I see over here the happiness was 7.12, and if I drag across the sliders, I can actually see this viewing this PCP that the the happiness factor actually went down, so it is like below 7. And if I see other factors, let's say like generosity, it was 0.4, and if I increase the years, it's gone down to 0.3. So for each and every country, I can just do that. I can select multiple countries to properly like gain a proper perspective of how um, which factors increase the happiness score. If I reset this, so yeah, I mean in this way the policymakers um, can actually find out what factors um, influence the happiness score and the happiness of their citizens, and can increase maybe like social support, life expectancy, or like some freedom to some extent to increase the happiness score of their country. Yeah, that is all. Thank you so much.